Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, Chantel Bailey, representing Johnson Motorsports race team, took the West Virginia Mountaineer to victory lane, knocking off the rookie in the final round. It wasn't by too much, but Chantel nonetheless got her third Thursday Night Thunder championship.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Thunder. It is the third week in the March season, and all 16 of your favorite MTA superstars are ready to lay it all on the line, trying to take home the checkered flag and claim the overall points championship. The girl on top tonight, Chantel Bailey, and Mountaineer, can she hold on to the checkered flag? We're about to find out as soon as we get pit party wrapped up. But now we're going to jump over and take a look at round one matchups. And kicking off round one is going to be Little Miss Dangerous taking on James Vaillancourt in Liquidator. Then Max D Ice will take on the Brodozer, followed by Tropical Thunder takes on Gravedigger the Legend. Then Outlaw takes on the Wild Hare. And up first in round one, Jessica Cook in Little Miss Dangerous, a former two-time Sunday Night Madness champion. She's got her hands full taking on the old-time veteran James Vaillancourt in the Liquidator Ford, representing K&J Motorsports. He knows how to get the job done, make the horsepower out here on the track. But Jessica Cook is hungry for her first Thursday Night Thunder championship. Who's it going to be as we kick off round one? Dangerous takes on Liquidator. Here's their green light. Vaillancourt got her off the line. Cook's coming back in Dangerous, up and over the cars. And what a race it was. Cook was closing the gap on him in the end. I'm not even sure who got the win. Both of them side by side as they cross the finish line. Down to an MTA replay to take another look. There you see Vaillancourt in the near lane has a slight lead, but Cook in that 41 wheelie's flying high, putting down the horsepower. And right here at the finish line, your winner is going to be James Vaillancourt in Liquidator by merely a lug nut, getting the win over Little Miss Dangerous. What a close race that was. And next up, Wildman Ryan Johnson, the owner of Johnson Motorsports, back at the line in Brodozer. He is now set to take on Sky High Racing's newest driver, Ethan Medlin, staged in the far lane in Max D Ice. He kicked off the March season with a bang. Unfortunately, last week, rolled the truck over. He's back in action, but he's got to knock off the longtime veteran and last year's Monster Mania champion, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer in the near lane. Here's their green light now. Both of them hard off the line, side by side, up and over the cars, and what a roll! Ethan Medlin upside down in no man's land. Johnson will get the win in the Brodozer, but what happened to Max D? We're going to find out right here. Take another look. Max D flying high. Watch him here in no man's land. He clips the van stack in the center of the track, and a hard roll for Ethan Medlin and Max D. The MTA track crew and officials are going to go down there, make sure he's okay, and roll the truck back over. Hopefully he didn't tear up too much equipment, because he's got to come back for two more races to end the March season. Now next up in round one, Chad Legit, Too Legit, the owner of Bad Weather Racing, back at the line in Tropical Thunder. He's now set to take on none other than your boy Shaggy, Matt Cheever, and Gravedigger the Legend, the four-panel van staged in the far lane out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Matt Cheever got his first Thunder victory last season. He's looking to do it again right here tonight, but he's got to knock off Chad Legit, Too Legit, and Tropical Thunder. There's the green light now down the stretch, and Legit got him off the line. Cheever trying to come back, and Tropical Thunder will get the win here in round one over Gravedigger the Legend. A good start here tonight for the Bad Weather race team. Shaggy is on the trailer. Now next up out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, that's Jamie Hurd in the Iron Outlaw Ford. He is now set to take on 11-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, representing No Fear Racing. That's old Rich Wagner in the Wild Hare, staged over there in the far lane. The Chevrolet knows how to get it done. Rich Wagner has been having great success with the Wild Hare truck. He is not stopping anytime soon. Iron Outlaw in the far lane trying to knock off the longtime veteran. Who's it going to be staged? Green light down the straight stretch. They're pretty even. Looks like Outlaw may have a lead. And what a race it was. Rich Wagner trying to shut it down. Both trucks carrying so much speed. Jamie Hurd knew he had his hands full, and Rich Wagner came back on him, taking home the win. What a race, a lot of speed. But next up, Lewis Thompson IV in the Wolverine Chevrolet out of Big Lake, Minnesota takes on the Kid. This rookie, Michael Anderson in El Toro Loco, has been nothing but impressive. this entire March season. There you see what's left of the El Toro Loco machine after last week's rollover, and Anderson isn't stopping anytime soon. Wolverine rolled the truck over in week 1 of the March season, but their crew had a brand new body ready to go, and they are looking good here tonight. Stage now, El Toro Loco and Wolverine down the straight stretch. Lewis Thompson with the lead, but Toro's coming back on him, and what a close race it was. Anderson into the seat containers. Thompson gets it shut down. I'm not too sure who got the win. We're going back to a photo finish. Your winner's going to be Michael Anderson in El Toro Loco by merely a nose. He picks up the win over the Wolverine Chevrolet here in round 1. Now next up in round 1 action, we've got Brandon Jaeger in the Zombie Fire Machine, a former 1-time Thunder champion. He is now set to take on a 4-time Thunder champion. That's Kieran Adams in Crash Test Dummy out of K&J Motorsports. He's looking to claim victory number 5 right here tonight, and you know Brandon Jaeger is hungry over in the far lane. He wants another Thunder championship to go on his resume, but Kieran Adams has been on a rail here lately. Who's it going to be down the straight stretch? They're pretty even, up and over the cars, and Kieran Adams into the wall. Look out, he tried to shut it down, spun the truck sideways, and got into the wall. Nonetheless, picks up the win over Brandon Jaeger and Zombie. Now next up, Greg Durbin, the former driver of Saigon Shaker, now back in his original ride, the Backdraft Dodge, and also a former 3-time Thunder champion, gets a rematch from last week. He takes on Brian Prazak, now driving for Outlaw Motorsports in the Monster Patrol Chevrolet. And this is Brian Prazak's first season ever out here on Thursday Night Thunder. He's looking to turn on the fans and pull over a good win here on Backdraft, much like he did last week. Greg Durbin wants a little bit of revenge. The Dodge and the Chevrolet are down the straight stretch, and Durbin ain't cutting no slack. Prazak in trouble, and Durbin in the Backdraft Dodge pick up the win. Brian Prazak has laid over Monster Patrol on its side in the center of the track. He didn't roll completely over, he just dumped it over on the side of the jump. Let's go back and take a look and try to figure out how Monster Patrol got that way. You see Prazak had a lead on the Dodge over in the far lane. Watch him right here in no man's land, gets out of shape, brings it back around, tried to save it and drive out. Unfortunately, lost out the race. But next up, we have got Cam Smith in Reptoid out of Jacksonville, Florida. He gets to close out round 1 against the current Thursday Night Thunder champion, Chantel Bailey, and the West Virginia Mountaineer, now a 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, the rookie over here in the near lane. He wants to upset the old-time veteran over here in the far lane and rip the checkered flag off the back of that Ford early here in round 1. Can the rookie upset the veteran? There's the green light. Now they're pretty even down the stretch, up and over no man's land, and Chantel Bailey will get the win over the rookie in Reptoid. He lost it there over that last set of cars, puts Reptoid into the wall. The champion moves on to round 2. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed such close racing here in round 1 action. We have got a lot more racing yet to come here on Thursday Night Thunder. Don't go anywhere. Grab a cold drink, grab some popcorn, because we've got more racing coming up next after the break.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
The 100th episode of Thursday Night Thunder coming to you May 5th, 2022. A show you will not want to miss. Kicking off round 2 now is going to be Liquidator taking on Brodozer, followed by Tropical Thunder taking on the longtime veteran, Rich Wagner and the Wild Hair Chevrolet. And up first here in round 2 action, Wildman Ryan Johnson and Brodozer now set to take on an old rival in James Valancourt and the Liquidator Ford. Now these guys have battled it out many times before out here on Thursday Night Thunder. It's going to come down to just bragging rights. Valancourt representing K&J Racing in Liquidator. Ryan Johnson and Johnson Motorsports, he's rocking and rolling with Brodozer. Who's it going to be? An old-time shooting match here on Thunder. There's the green light now. Both trucks hard up the line. They're even. Up and over the cars here in Liquidator. Turns it over. Johnson tries to shut it down. What an incredible race it was. Wildman Ryan Johnson getting the win in Brodozer over Liquidator. Let's go back and take another look here. As they come down the straight stretch, they were fairly even, maybe a slight lead to the Brodozer. Flying high up and over no man's land, and Liquidator right here crosses up Johnson with an incredible save, but nonetheless Valancourt upside down. Brodozer picks up the win. And next up here in round 2 action, Chad Legit 2 Legit returning to the line in Tropical Thunder. He's got his hands full, taking on the 11-time Thunder champion who looked bad fast in round 1 in the Wild Hair Chevrolet. That's the veteran Rich Wagner representing No Fear Racing. He had a hard time trying to shut down all that Chevrolet horsepower. The Ford over here in the near lane, Tropical Thunder. Chad Legit trying to knock him off. Here's the green light now. Down the straight stretch. Legit's got a lead, gets a little out of shape there, and Wagner picks up the win. Crosses up himself there, coming across the finish line, but in the event gets the win. And a tough break for Chad Legit. He looked strong in round 1, unfortunately on the trailer for the night. And next up, Kieran Adams back to the line and crash test dummy. Kind of tagged the wall there in round 1. He draws up against Michael Anderson, the rookie sensation who's been on fire there in the Crazy Bull El Toro Loco, staged over there in the far lane. He's looking to knock off Kieran Adams, a 4-time Thunder champion, here in round 2. Does the rookie have enough to knock off K&J Motorsports here in round 2 action? We're about to find out. El Toro Loco and crash test dummy down the stretch, flying high over no man's land, and Kieran Adams gets into the wall for the second time tonight, but gets the win over the Crazy Bull and El Toro Loco. He puts the rookie right in his place. And next up in round 1, Greg Durbin's been looking strong here in round 1 earlier tonight. Backdraft back to the line, but he draws up the current Thunder champion, Chantel Bailey, in the West Virginia Mountaineer. Now, both of these drivers have been around for quite some time. Both of these drivers are 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champions. 6 titles between the two. Will it be the Dodge or will it be the Ford? Only one is going to semis. There's the green light now. Ford and Dodge down the straight stretch. They're even up and over no man's land, and Durbin may have gotten the win over the champion here in round 2. What an incredible race it was. Chantel Bailey letting it all hang out, but so was Greg Durbin in backdraft. What an incredible race to close out round 2. Who got the win? We're about to find out. Your winner here tonight in round 2 action is Greg Durbin in backdraft, knocking off the current Thursday Night Thunder champion. What a race it was. Chantel gave it all she had, and backdraft does get the win. But folks, we're taking you down to the MTA pit area where we have an update on Liquidator as he rolled over in round 2 action. As you guys saw, they busted off the right front planetary. Those guys are down there thrashing. Got a little bit of tweaking to do on a 4-link bar and a sway bar adjustment, but Valancourt and the crew say the truck should be back at 100% next week on Thursday Night Thunder. And he says they'll be back again next week to rip and tear the competition. And looking at semifinal action here, Brodozer will take on the Wild Hair Chevrolet. And then we're going to see Crash Test Dummy take on a surprise entrant in the semis, Greg Durbin in backdraft, who hasn't been having a good March season, finds himself in semis. But up first, Rich Wagner in the Wild Hair Chevrolet takes on an old rival, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. And ladies and gentlemen, this will be a race for the ages. No Fear Racing taking on Johnson Motorsports, 2 longtime veterans of Thursday Night Thunder. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is worth the price of admission in itself. Wild Hair takes on Brodozer to kick off semifinal action. Who's it going to be? There's their green light now down the straight stretch. They're dead even up and over no man's land. Wagner's in trouble, turns it over. Oh my word, what a rollover for Rich Wagner and the Wild Hair. Ryan Johnson was hanging door handle to door handle with him. What an incredible race it was. Let's go back and take another look. They're dead even down the straight stretch. Johnson starts to pull on him. Watch the far lane. Wagner noses over, tries to correct it. Rocked up and rolled over, tried to drive out yet again and flip the truck over. But nonetheless, Johnson gets the win. And what a spectacular race to kick off semifinals. Two longtime veterans going head-to-head. Wagner, unfortunately, upside down, tearing up some equipment, but Brodozer does move on. And next up in semis is Kieran Adams and Crash Test Dummy, now set to take on Greg Durbin in the Backdraft Dodge, who's been running really consistent here tonight, looking to put the Dodge camp back on top and maybe claim his fourth Thursday Night Thunder championship. Kieran Adams on his way to victory number 5, but he has to knock off the Backdraft Dodge here to close out semifinal competition. Who's it going to be? The Ford or the Dodge? Here's the green light now. Both trucks down the straight stretch. Both of them looking even through no man's land. Adams is out of shape, and Greg Durbin gets the win in the Backdraft Dodge. There you see both trucks playing a little tag there in the shutdown area. Backdraft is in the finals. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that coming up at the end of March 26, 2022, the biggest event MTA puts on all year long, Monster Mania 3, coming to you right here on the MTA YouTube channel. 32 of MTA's best go head-to-head for the Monster Mania Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the finals here on Thunder. Both these guys have been racing hard all night long. Greg Durbin in the Backdraft Dodge, a 3-time Thunder champion, looking for victory number 4. But another man looking for victory number 4 is Ryan Johnson in Brodozer. He is on his way to his 4th Thursday Night Thunder championship as well. Who's going to take it home? Will it be Backdraft or will it be Brodozer? Greg Durbin hasn't won out here in quite some time, and Ryan Johnson wants nothing more than to keep Johnson Motorsports on top for the March season. Who's it going to be? Backdraft and Brodozer. There's the green light down the straight stretch. They're dead even up and over no man's land, and what a race it is across the finish line. Oh yeah, what a race it was. Both of them getting into each other in the shutdown area. I'm not sure who got the win. Greg Durbin letting it all hang out in the Backdraft Dodge, but Ryan Johnson and Brodozer wasn't cutting him any slack. Look here down the straight stretch. Both of them seem fairly even, maybe a slight lead to Brodozer in the near lane. Watch him right here fly high up and over no man's land. Durbin goes high, Dozer goes low, and right there as we zoom in, your winner and now a 4-time champion, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. Greg Durbin was hanging right there with him. Don't cut him any slack because you know he's going to come back harder than ever next week. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Ryan Johnson and Brodozer and Johnson Motorsports Race Team on your 4th Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings as we close out Week 3 of the March season, Zombie, Reptoid, Tropical Thunder, and Gravedigger the Legend hold the latter half of the points bracket at the end. And over at the top half of the bracket, Kieran Adams and Crash Test Dummy still on top, rounding out tonight's show with 150 points. Chantel Bailey and Mountaineer with 140. Matt Anderson and El Toro Loco with 130. Ryan Johnson and Brodozer with tonight's win with 125. And rounding out your top 5 is Ethan Medlin and Max D. Ice with 125 points. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up tonight's show here on Thursday Night Thunder. We hope you enjoyed all the great racing action we had for you here tonight. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. 'Cause it's about